Hi, everybody. My name is Sean Malott with the Central Florida Development Council, and today my guest is Dr. Angela Garcia Falconetti, president of Polk State College. Dr. Falconetti has been at the helm of Polk State College since 2017 when she was named as its fifth president. Since then, she has been instrumental in developing a vision to strengthen student success and has worked to expand partnerships with local employers, organize new learning opportunities, and increasing connections between the college and nonprofits that provide support services for students. Additionally, Dr. Falconetti has been successful in securing millions from the legislature to preserve the Lake Wales campus and to develop new programs and to increase its campus footprint across the county. She is a native Floridian and holds a bachelor's degree in communications and education from New York University and a master's degree and a doctorate in educational leadership from the University of North Florida. Dr. Falconetti is involved in numerous leadership roles, including past chair of the CFDC. Thank you very much. Polk Vision, Winter Haven Chamber, Lakeland Chamber, the LEDC, Winter Haven EDC, United Way, and many others. Polk State is an important partner to the CFDC and a key player in the economic landscape of our community. Today, we're going to dive into how their programs are fostering business growth, some of the recent achievement, plans for the future, and more. So welcome, Dr. Falconetti, and thank you for joining us for the CFDC Investor Spotlight.
Thank you for having me, Sean. It's an honor to be here.
You're welcome. So tell me your story. What drew you to this opportunity in Polk County?
Well, first, the growth in Polk County is not anything that anybody can argue with, right? So, looking for the opportunity, if it was the doors were to open, and they did, they opened right here in Polk County for me, naturally, as we're talking about, Polk State College. The opportunity to have a footprint in which our institution could grow, to mirror population growth, to mirror demographic changes was something that was really a draw for me and my family. The institution also has an amazing district board of trustees, 2 new additions recently, last year by our governor. And so that was also very appealing, knowing that the board was a very solid board. You can appreciate if you have a great board, you have it all.
For sure.
Also, the institution has a great record of teaching excellence and strong programming. So as I looked at the whole picture, there was really no other job, no other presidency for me to apply for. So I like to say since we're the Eagles, I put all of my Eagle eggs in the Eagle nest, and I've been nesting here ever since. It's just an amazing opportunity to collaborate with individuals like you and organizations like the Central Florida Development Council to advance economic development for our community jointly.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, and you've been here for a few years now.
7.
So 7 years already.
Yes.
Wow. Time flies so quickly. So have you found any things particularly interesting or unique about living in Polk County that you'd like to share?
I love Polk County. Let's start there. The county has been very welcoming to my family and me, and that is a rewarding environment to raise our 13-year-old daughter, Sophia, in. In addition to the fact that I find that the individuals here who are in the business community really have a joint mission, which is to advance the economic prosperity of our county, and we work very hard to make that happen. So if I were to say what is the real unique factor, that would be it. The joint cohesiveness in wanting to assist each other to move our county forward for prosperity purposes.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I know from the very beginning you've been involved in economic development, and maybe share a little bit about how the college, supports, economic advancement in this area.
Well, the advancement of economic development is really what we do. I mean, at the end of the day, we are here to produce stellar graduates that lead to our workforce. We're also here to accompany different businesses naturally and to ensure that when businesses are looking at moving here, that we provide the training necessary, potentially in the form of non-credit training that may lead to a national industry recognized credential or credit-bearing degrees, associate in science, associate in arts, and our baccalaureate degrees that we have. So ensuring that our academic units are in place and that we are meeting the local demand is one of the many ways that we continue to move forward.
So how does building relationships with local businesses, benefit your community and also your students?
I'd like to highlight several of the partnerships that we have because I believe that they are the perfect examples of how we join together and we move forward as a community. We have benefited from investments, not only time and effort of local volunteers and leaders, business leaders investing in our college, but also financial investment. So for example, Advent Health donated $1.7 million to endow the college's first dean of nursing. And with that funding, we were able to bring the best of the best. And now our new dean, not new anymore, about a year with us now, Dean Dr. Delise Wilson. And that has transferred into ensuring that our students are graduating now. This is an amazing stat that I think is very important to share with this community. Our students are completing the NCLEX exam, so the National Nursing Exam, at 100%. That exceeds the state and
That's
national
impressive.
averages. It is. Legoland Florida donated $30,000 years ago to develop a scholarship program for their employees to attend Polk State at no cost. The list is very long. I could continue, but our healthcare partners, going back to healthcare momentarily, have also invested in a state grant that we benefited from that they have matched to linking industry and nursing education grant. And that has assisted us with ensuring that our health sciences continue to go. As you know, we experienced when I served as chair of CFDC, following COVID, the need for healthcare was always there, but it's almost, expedited the entire need for the ability to expand our partnerships and campuses. So I could provide you with a large list of the numerous partnerships that we have with businesses, but it's critical that not only is there a financial investment, doesn't always have to follow the financial investment, but that we know what the industry needs are so that we can cater to ensuring the businesses have the employment that is needed for them to be successful. Jointly, again, we're successful.
So if a business is listening to this podcast and they hear about connecting with the university and with the college, what's the best way for them to be able to do that?
Well, they can really reach out to anybody at the institution. I'm always available, but the best way is to find a particular area. For example, if you're looking for customized training of businesses, or you may be, we have our corporate college that is located in Bartow. And I would suggest that you contact the director there, Patty Collins. She's a newer employee. You can see I keep saying a couple new employees, but we have great talent that have really come to us, and I'm excited about the future. If it's an academic program, you can contact our provost or our academic deans. So we just look forward to serving this community as best as possible, but please continue to reach out, and I'm always available to meet with anyone that is desiring to advance their corporation.
Yeah, so there's multiple pathways
That's
for
exactly
a company to connect with the college.
Yes.
What if they just want to hire an intern? How would they do that? Because oftentimes that's the first way that a company may be able to connect in with a college.
Sure. I mean, the same. I would recommend multiple pathways. Our corporate college will also provide internship opportunities for its students who want to, complete a short-term training program, or our career services department. There is a registered program that I know we have jointly ensured, Handshake, through across Central Florida Development Council and also Polk Vision, to ensure that corporations can list their internship programs and also job opportunities. But we look forward to being of assistance.
How long has Polk State been in Polk County?
That's a great question. 60 years. In fact, we're celebrating 60 years, our anniversary this year, in collaboration with our Alumni Association, knowing that we will have 60,000 alumni this year. Very impressive. One of our main initiatives for our 60th anniversary is going to be the groundbreaking of our Haines City Davenport campus.
All right.
I know you're familiar with it.
Very, yes.
So the Haines City Davenport campus has been a long-time dream for our institution and for our district board of trustees. We purchased the property in 2009 with a survey conducted in 2006, and fast forward to present day, we will be housing Central Florida's first public higher education interdisciplinary hospital. It's important that our students have the opportunity to work across disciplines. The campus will also serve in-demand fields like hospitality and tourism management, supply chain and logistics, teacher education, and the associate in arts program. One of the things that's kind of interesting about that facility in the future campus is that 80,000 residents in that area have a high school diploma or some college, but no degree. Imagine that, Sean. 39% of all high school seniors in Polk County reside in that area, and 17,000 new jobs are projected in the next decade. So the opportunity is right. The timing's right. And we're just so thrilled that our local delegation and ultimately our governor have supported us in being able to get to this point, which is a groundbreaking ceremony. And the construction will begin on October 9th.
So soon. Congratulations.
Exactly. Thank you.
Can you tell me how your institution is helping foster entrepreneurship and innovation in the area?
Yes. So first, it's important for me to note that with regards to the impact our institution has on the area, we, for our credit-bearing programs, add an economic value of $215.5 million. You're familiar with Burning Glass, used to be called MZ. Burning Glass conducted an economic study of our credit-bearing programs and the impact on our county. 55% of this impact, or $118.5 million, is a direct result of increased earnings of students and alumni. So it's exciting. We're in an exciting space, and we look forward to continue to make that impact. But your question was specifically about innovation, and there are a couple programs that have been extremely innovative this past year. One that I'm proud was led by one of our professors, Jillian Capper. She's a professor of nursing, and it is an externship program with Baycare. It was for our faculty to work at bedside and bring back best practices to their students. So our nursing professors, two of them in particular, spent time during the summer at Winter Haven Hospital learning best practices. So when they got back into the classroom, they were able to bring that back. What's interesting, though, is that our students were also there with them. So they were working with their professors, they were in their clinical instruction opportunities, experiences, and at the same time, Baycare was able to provide funding for our professors and students to make this opportunity successful. It's really become a national model. We also have a partnership with Lakeland Regional Health. We have them with all of our healthcare partners, but a most recent one, we partnered to conduct the largest mass casualty incident event. I was very proud, provided interdisciplinary training for over 200 individuals, including resident doctors at Lakeland Regional Health's emergency medicine residency program, students in our EMS and radiography programs, and high school students from Polk County Public Schools. I could keep going. There are a lot of innovative things going, but in summary, we're really working to partner with our businesses to ensure that our programs are advanced as best as possible.
You've been here, you've seen the area change considerably in the last few years. What are some of the positive changes that you're seeing that you're optimistic about?
Well, with regards to the institution, what I have seen is a growth in our enrollment. So, much like many of the institutions across the state during the pandemic, we saw a decline. And that was readily understood naturally because, my goodness, look at what the whole world was dealing with this international pandemic. However, seeing the growth in enrollment and seeing the need for expansion mirrors exactly what is occurring across our county. So to answer your question more directly, one of the things that I have seen has been this growth and being able to prepare for the growth, ensuring that we have the efficiencies in place. Yes, we collaborate across the county, but we have to be efficient. We have to prepare for growth. And growth is already here, but how do we prepare most effectively from an institutional standpoint and then from a county standpoint for the growth that is coming?
And do you have to be a company in Polk County to be able to work with Polk State College?
No, not at all. We welcome all, except that we are really, per our charter, per legislation, intended to serve Polk County. However, if there is a company that is interested in assisting us with a particular degree program or vice versa, what we will do is we will naturally work with our sister or brother college in that particular district to identify whether it would be a better role for them or to identify whether or not it would be a better role for Polk State to be involved based on the quality that we each offer.
How do you see higher ed evolving over the next 5 or 10 years in the Central Florida region?
We are going to need to continue to grow. We're going to need to add new programs to meet local workforce needs. If I could summarize it very quickly, that would be it, because that's what we are designed to do at Polk State College. And then, of course, we're going to need to continue to provide the faculty and the staff at Polk State with the resources possible so that they can continue to think innovatively so that we address the new population of students that we're going to see coming to us.
How can the community support Polk State in your bright future?
Well, thank you, Sean. I'm going to use you as a good example. You've been very supportive since the day that I moved here, not just of me, but of our institution, and you were prior to. So investment of time, opportunity, sharing information. I like to say, it's important to have friends in all places, not just low places. So it's important to know how we can improve. And it's also important for us to know that if the community or the local businesses need specific training, that we customize it and we plan it together.
And I heard that you have something the range of 20,000 students annually that you're putting through the program. Can you tell us about your student base and what that looks like from an impact perspective?
Thank you. We are now serving over 20,000 students. Approximately 14,000 are credit bearing, and those that are involved in the non-credit arena comprise the rest naturally. So we are very strong in our enrollment, and we just look forward to continuing to serve our students effectively.
Excellent. And I know one of the things that we often kind of rely on is the corporate college. Can you tell us more about the corporate college and what they're doing to be able to help and connect with businesses?
Yes, so our corporate college does provide customized training, naturally, as I mentioned. However, we have had a history of being very focused on advanced manufacturing and engineering within the space of our Advanced Technology Center and with the training that's being provided. So we are currently working on a plan to expand the non-credit training in the area. And this fall, we will be hosting a meeting with leaders across the county at our corporate college to envision the future, to look at what the possibilities may be. For example, we developed customized training for the city of Winter Haven in public administration, and that has been a successful program. So there's much more that we can be doing, and I see that as a huge area of growth for our county.
Awesome. Well, let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
And say you find some time and you're getting a day off. What do you do with your time? What do you when you're not involved with the college?
If I had a day off and it would be my dream, I'd get my husband and my daughter, get in the car and go to the beach. I love the beach. That's where I love to relax. If it's just a day that I have at home in between, let's say a couple of days at work, naturally keeping up with email is important, right? I mean, they can just build up. So I would do that, go work out, spend some time with my family. That's what means most in life. I believe that in the end, we can't take it all with us. We have good people that we surround ourselves with, and nothing is more important. I'm spiritual. Then, I would say my spirituality and my family, and naturally my dedication as president, which is to ensure students have the opportunity in this country that my family never had when they moved here.
Excellent. And, again, when it comes to economic development, Polk State is a critical tool that's at the table when it comes to businesses.
We don't want to be on the menu. We're at the table.
That's for sure.
Yes.
And definitely critical to our success as a county, as a community, from an economic development perspective. Are there things that you can kind of think about that you could share with us from an economic development community, how we can be supportive to be able to help further connect businesses to the college and your programs?
Making the connections to us and being proactive and contacting me, contacting the leadership of the college so that we know exactly what is needed to best serve our institution. And we work very hard, diligently to do the same. But I like to say you don't know what you don't know. CFDC is a wonderful example of how to be very proactive in assisting us. So, for example, for the listeners today, I think it's important to know that we collaborated with CFDC when we were looking at data to ensure that we were offering the correct areas in a discipline, academic discipline, or short-term training for the future Haines City Davenport campus. So having the contacts and having a community in this investment, for example, in the Central Florida Development Council or in Polk State really is what it's all about.
All right. Well, we love that. And again, thank you for being
It's a commercial
at the table.
for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's
Heartfelt.
It's key. Really our higher education partners are, one of the reasons why a company looks at the community, when it comes to workforce and workforce development, and you're at the table. And we appreciate your involvement from that perspective because, you're really engaged when it comes to economic development in this community. Is there anything that, that I didn't ask you about or I should have asked you about that you would like to highlight for the college?
I would like to highlight that our Commissioner of Education, Manny Diaz, has been very dedicated to ensuring our 28 colleges are well attended to. We have a wonderful chancellor in Kathy Hebda for our Florida college system, and our governor has invested quite a bit of state funding in ensuring that workforce development programs across the 28 colleges have been advanced, and we've benefited from those funds, and so we're grateful. In addition, I would like to wrap up by letting the community know that I'm honored and humbled to continue to serve as president. I have a wonderful district board of trustees that I work with, a great faculty, great staff. The future is bright, as you said, for Polk State, but the future is bright for Polk County. My greatest day as president is the day that I have the honor to preside over commencement. And I love seeing the look on the students' faces when they complete. It's one of the happiest days of my profession in my life, each commencement ceremony. So again, Sean, now I'm just grateful to be here, to be the president of Polk State, and to serve alongside you and CFDC.
How does someone find out more about Polk State College?
The best way to find out is to go to our website, polk.edu. However, we also have social media sites. And for those who are listening and watching today, I have my own presidential site. It's Polk State Pres with a Z, that is really catered to ensuring that our students are aware of what their president's doing. I collaborate with them on those social media sites, but also ensuring that we celebrate moments like great moments of CFDC, new businesses coming to town, our legislators, and the wonderful job that they're doing.
We really appreciate your involvement and appreciate you participating in the investor spotlight today. And we're excited. The future is bright. Thank you.
Thank you.